Today is an important day. I'm working on my next documentary short and I need to come up with a title. But first, I have to do something else.
I need my bike almost every day to go surf. But my old one just broke down, so I ordered a new one from Amazon. $400.
I just bought an electric bike.
Tschou zämä. My name is René and I'm a Swiss documentary filmmaker in LA. Why it is so important to me to have a title early on in the project? Well, I didn't do this when I first started out, but now it's one of my first steps. And the reason is, if I can't even find a promising, exciting title, then no one's gonna watch the video. So all the time and effort I put into that film is gonna be wasted. There's a second reason. When I find an exciting title, it serves as a northern star throughout the project. Because if I have a title, I need to deliver on the promise. So then all my interviews, my locations, like everything I can go and check back, does that fall in line with what the title promises? So for this particular project that I'm working on, it's about a Swiss-born car designer. And he's a legendary car designer. And the interesting part is that he grew up as a fashion designer in Switzerland. He always had the dream of working on American cars, but being in Switzerland, you know, you're thousands of kilometers away. And the way he found his way over and then, you know, cracked the code to get into the car design world was just fascinating to me. And then the goal of the title is to talk to his audience, so they need to recognize, oh, it's about our guy. But then also a good title speaks to the general audience. So the title promises something that we who are not involved in car design think, oh, this sounds interesting to me. That's the difficult part about it. It's a little bit like a treasure hunt. It's like I have pieces of the puzzle, but now let's go find the gold. I go through a three-step process. The first step is to go to Google and then simply see what other people kind of wrote about that topic. So let's see, 12 best car designers. I'm trying to find something that stands out, but this seems to be just a portrait. Let's try something else. Luigi Golani. Okay, see what comes up. So, unforgettable designer, unforgettable. And I'm just looking for a headline that gives me an idea of what I can use for my video. No, nothing that stands out. Okay, so the next step is to go to YouTube and then go see what other videos are out there. Here we see something like becoming a professional car designer. This is not what the video is gonna be about. And if there's nothing I can find on Google or on YouTube, I have a third way, which is I am a member of a paid subscription and it's called Creator Hooks Pro, which is specifically designed to create titles for video. But you could do a similar thing over on ChatGPT. I just find that with ChatGPT, it's less trained specifically for titles. Well, it can give me ideas, let's put it that way. But yeah, that's something you can do, and it's for free. But I'm working here in Creator Hooks Pro. What I'm gonna use is the title generator, and I'm gonna briefly describe what the video is going to be about. My video is about Mark Sternberger. He was born in Switzerland and always admired American cars. The video tells his story, how he successfully became a legendary car designer in the USA. Okay, so let's see. This I like. This is a good start. Like, this speaks to the car world, the car enthusiast, but also to a general audience who loves success stories about people, you know, traveling or going to different countries and have success. So that's a good one. So let's put that over in my notes sheet. So, and what this software also allows me to do is to choose specific emotional click triggers. So let's try for curiosity. Yeah, so that's another good one here. Because like becoming an icon, that doesn't necessarily just talks to car people, right? Or here another one, Swiss-born Mark Sternberger's rise in the US car design industry. This seems to be another interesting story behind here. You see, like we're getting closer to something that is very promising. So I'm gonna spend a little bit more time with it and then I'll compile a list of possible ideas. All right, it's now 2 hours later and you can't force that process. It just, sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it goes fast. But let me show you why it's so helpful to go through that pain of finding a good possible title at the beginning. So I compiled a list. Creator Hooks Pro gave me some great suggestions. Some examples: the incredible story of car designer Mark Sternberger. So here I like the incredible story. That's a good, it's a good general, but I like it. But the one I picked is Risk, Courage and Cars, the inspirational story of Mark Sternberger. So this one here implies that there's risk involved, there's courage involved in his story, and this talks to all of us, not just the car people. Some other examples are transforming a dream into a legendary career, or the Mark Sternberger way, making dreams come true. These are all great examples of how the video could work. Then to give you an idea of titles that put car design at the center. So learn from Mark Sternberger, avoid these mistakes in car design, or becoming a professional car designer, my inspirational journey. Innovative car design that will dominate the road in the future. So you see here, it's more focused on car design. And that's not what my story is going to be about. I love these titles and I think these would be great videos, but it's just I'm after the person, not necessarily the job, the profession. So that's why I'm not going to choose one of these, but just to give you an idea what I came up with. I'm going with Risk, Courage and Cars, the inspirational story of Mark Sternberger. And now I'm going to put this title on top of everything I do. So let's say when I'm preparing for his interview, I now know I have to ask him about risky moves. How does he deal with risk? And if there were courageous decisions involved. I'm not saying that you cannot change the title at all, but I just prefer to have a title that I can go with if nothing better comes up while I'm working on the project. If that makes sense. To wrap things up, here's the title and just a blueprint for a possible thumbnail. Risk, Courage and Cars, the incredible story of Mark Sternberger.
What a beauty, look at these things. Designed by Raymond Loewy in the 60s. This one is a little, in my book, a little more refined. But look at the side view mirror. There's some styling to it, there's some design to it. And some of the automobiles you see nowadays, specifically coming from Asia, they are more sculptures that are standstill sculptures.
If you paid close attention during the bike mechanic sequence earlier in the video, you may have noticed that it started to rain. Well, it's now pouring, so let's go outside and see how LA looks like in the rain. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Tschüss.